looking at the schedule, it's early, obviously, but do you feel like the championship runs through you and that this is your championship to win or lose?
Yeah, I feel like people ask me that a lot, especially before Phoenix, and like it doesn't really matter because everyone's on an equal playing field, and you just go out there and whoever beats the rest of the other three wins the championship. So, I mean, yes, I feel like we are the best truck, but it doesn't matter. Just whoever goes to Phoenix and has the best truck. I mean, assuming we make it there, of course. And we did a good job today of kind of building that playoff point bubble up a little bit. So, assuming we do make it there, hopefully, I think we got the team to do it for sure. But once again, once you get there, you just got to go out and try to win the race, and whatever happens, happens.
Jacob Zimmerman, Race Face Digital, kind of dovetailing off what Jordan asked you, Corey. 4 wins on the year. You probably ought to have double that, like you said. Do you feel like you and this team are trying to prove a point? I mean, like you said, the championship's one thing, but just to prove a point that this team is the dominant force this year, win, lose, or draw?
I don't really go into races thinking that. I mean, I'm not going to speak for those guys, but I just try to go into every race and do everything I can to prepare at my best ability and race to my best ability. You know, I don't let any grudges or anything take me over too bad. Of course, you want to go out there and beat them as bad as you can. Most races, it's a good feeling for sure. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like I have a pretty level mindset in the sense that I'm just going to do the best job that I possibly can. And I feel like some people go out with the intention of like, you know, very desperate and like must win, must, you know, show out. And that's kind of what's gotten me in trouble a couple times this year with other people just kind of driving over their head a little bit and taking me out. So I've tried to do my best and not thinking that way and just try to have a level mindset going into a race. And I feel like that's paid dividends for us this year.
Matt Weaver of the Sporting News. This might be kind of like a nebulous concept, but like we've seen contenders over the years of many different divisions or whatever. They have a team that they feel like they should win or they should contend. Even when you're racing for Pulliam, right? Like the expectation is that you're going to run near the front, contend for wins. I don't know that maybe Jimmy Johnson in the championship, but it's rare to see someone show up and the expectation is to absolutely win and there's nothing else. What is the difference between those two things, and what are the vibes like when you run into a situation to where it's like winning is the only outcome you'll accept?
Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, I think that's kind of where we're at to a sense. I mean, I think there's some racetracks that we know that we should perform better at than others, just kind of in the back of our minds. But I think whether, you know, win, lose, or indifferent, I think we've truly just had the speed to get it done this year. So, you know, being a part of a team like that with Scott Zipadelli and that the whole 11 team has been awesome, really. I mean, we've retained every person on that team since like mid 2023. So, you know, I feel like especially in the lower series, it's really hard outside perspective looking in to find a group that is just like solid, really works well together, really clicks, makes those adjustments in the short practice way more fluid, and just everyone kind of knows, you know, and everyone's on the same page, I guess, for lack of a better word. But yeah, just the expectation is certainly to go out and perform really well, and, you know, like you said, probably win the race every week. We've got the equipment to do it, and people are investing a lot in me through Toyota and Tricon and a lot of other people along the way as well. So, you know, the difference between that is just, you know, I feel like it's tough when you have a team that's moving around a lot, but when you're just in a secure group that knows what the objective is and what the goal is, it's a rewarding feeling to go out and get it done, but then you got to move on to the next week and kind of expect the same thing.